Donald Trump has not been charged in the criminal probe into his company, but this investigation is still ongoing. There's a fierce debate about whether Trump should be prosecuted at all, even if he committed illegal acts. Some say we should just move on. Others say we need to pursue justice to uphold our democracy. A former president has never been indicted in the U.S., but it does happen elsewhere. Just last week, South Africa made moves to hold its former leader, Jacob Zuma, to account. Zuma was arrested and will serve 15 months in jail after refusing to testify over bribery and fraud charges against him. Like Trump, Zuma used his office to enrich his friends. Like Trump, Zuma was accused of sexual assault. Like Trump and his bleach drinking advice during peak COVID last summer, Zuma trafficked in grotesque conspiracy theories during a health crisis. Despite the horrific spread of AIDS in South Africa, Zuma claimed during his rape trial that taking a shower after unprotected sex would prevent the spread of HIV. Even their rhetoric is the same, as Trevor Noah highlighted about the two presidents back in 2015.
They're bringing drugs, they're bringing crime, they're rapists, and some, I assume, are good people.
The influx of illegal migrants, crime, unfair business practices, drugs.
That's South African President Jacob Zuma, sounding a lot like Donald Trump.
South Africa has had democracy for less than 30 years. Yet as a nation, they understand that institutions must be more powerful than parties. Zuma is headed to jail despite the fact that his ANC party still controls the government. Other nations have understood that holding former leaders accountable is essential to democracy. Former leaders of Italy, Israel, France, South Korea, and Brazil have all been convicted of crimes after leaving office. For the most part, those prosecutions happened peacefully. But in South Africa, Zuma sympathizers have taken to the streets, rioting for days. 6 people have been killed and hundreds arrested. Now the country's military has been deployed to quell the violence, which brings us back to the current investigations into Donald Trump. Prosecutors in New York and Georgia are looking at the facts of how he tried to overturn the election and how he ran his business. And they will use those facts and the rule of law in making their decisions on any charges. But big picture, for a nation that likes to lecture others on democracy as much as the United States does, we could learn a lot from countries who've had democracy for a lot less time than us.